The spectre of World War III looms larger as tensions escalate over Ukraine's aspirations for NATO membership. Dmitry Medvedev, the former Russian president and now deputy chairman of the Security Council, warns that such an admission could trigger catastrophic consequences. Known for his incendiary rhetoric, Medvedev continues to portray the ongoing conflict as a proxy war between Russia and the West, underscoring that the stakes have never been higher. In a recent interview with the Russian state media outlet RT, Medvedev invoked the late Henry Kissinger, who shortly before his death expressed concerns about the implications of Ukraine's NATO ambitions.
Shortly before his death, already at a very mature age, he, as if with some regret, suggested that now we have no choice but to accept Ukraine into NATO. I think that he was still mistaken in this. There is no such predetermination. Because choosing between some promises and the possibility of starting a third world war, the choice is still quite obvious.
Ukraine has long pursued NATO membership, an objective that gained momentum after President Volodymyr Zelensky unveiled his victory plan during a September visit to the US.
What will happen if our partners do not support all the points, or do not support the plan itself? The plan includes weapons, the invitation from NATO, strengthening of the economy, the guarantees that there will be investments, and that our resources will be protected, and that they will not fall in the hands of Russia or its allies. This is about that, and if it is not supported, it will be very difficult for us. This will be a privilege given to Russia by the world.
With Kyiv's ambassador to NATO, Natalia Galibarenko, expressing hope for a formal invitation before President Biden leaves office, the urgency for Ukraine has never been more pronounced. However, Moscow remains adamant that NATO's expansion poses a direct threat to its sovereignty. Medvedev's remarks reflect a broader Russian narrative that positions Western nations as adversaries. He lamented, "Western countries, Western Europe, of course, the US, Canada, Australia, these are Russia's enemies," framing the geopolitical landscape as a grim stalemate marked by eroded trust and deepening animosities. As the conflict rages on, the US remains cautious about the deployment of its arms, wary of the potential escalation that Medvedev and other Kremlin officials have ominously predicted. The mistake is that they believe that Russians will never cross a certain line, he cautioned, emphasizing that such assumptions could lead to dire miscalculations. In this perilous geopolitical chess match, the West's ultimate objective appears to be diminishing Russia's ability to assert itself on the global stage. Medvedev articulated this stark reality, stating, "The goal is simple, so that we cannot even raise our eyes." With each passing day, the fragile balance of power teeters on the brink, compelling the world to grapple with the uncertain consequences of a conflict that shows no signs of abating.